Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to Against the Public for May 15th. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that again with 3 free Major League Baseball plays for Wednesday. After the show, of course, I will have my top NBA, my top Major League Baseball, and my top NHL single plays locked and loaded on Pick Dawgz. And of course, you can get involved with a 3-pack in the NBA and Major League Baseball tomorrow for just $49.99 each. They always come with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, you can also become an all-access member. That means you get every one of my plays sent to you every single day for one low price, and you can do so for the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or get on board with an annual all-access pass that gives you every one of my plays for the next 365 days for one low price, and that comes out to be about $3.56 a day. So grab those debit cards, grab those credit cards. Let's roll our sleeves up. Let's get to work and make 2024 your best year ever. Yesterday, we crushed another Major League Baseball 3-pack. So everyone who joined me on Tuesday, come on back on Wednesday. I expect you guys to be there. We've been on quite a roll in Major League Baseball. In fact, over the last 30 days, all access customers and Major League Baseball customers have cashed over 57% of their selection. So not only that, guys, hey, 3-0 on the show yesterday. So quite a little run in Major League Baseball, and if you're missing out, don't miss out tomorrow. And of course, if you've been tailing me or you've been on board with our many packages on Pick Dawgz, well, congratulations, we've had a really good night. So let's get to our free winners for Wednesday. We're going to start things off 12:35 Eastern Time, 9:13, 9:14 Toronto Blue Jays against the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles minus $1.39, 8.5 under minus 15. Chris Bassett against Kyle Bradish. Bradish is going to be making his third start of the season. Had 2 decent outings. One was against the Washington Nationals, have been fantastic against the money line this year, and of course the New York Yankees. In both starts, the Orioles put up 7 runs for Bradish, gave him plenty of support while he allowed just two earned runs in 9 2/3 innings this season. Bassett, 3-5, 5.06 ERA. Smaller sample size of that, more of a recent form for Bassett. He's given up 12 earned runs in his last 15 innings. That equates to a 7.20 ERA. We're going to take Baltimore minus $1.39. Game number 2, 1:10 Eastern Time, 9:01, 9:02. Pittsburgh Pirates against the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers minus $1.37, 8 over minus 25. Martin Perez against Robert Gasser. And we talked about the Pirates offense quite a bit here on these free plays. It just happens to pop up. The numbers are good enough where we can put them up on free plays. Maybe not as good, or I don't feel as good about it to put it up as a paid selection. But listen, this Pirate offense we know is inconsistent. They're 26 in Major League Baseball and runs scored. There's very few guys up and down that lineup that are protecting each other. In fact, even when it gets down to coaching, you're playing a division foe in the Milwaukee Brewers, and this was 2 nights ago, but it still irks me a little bit. You're playing a division foe, not only a division team, but a first-place team in the National League Central, and your most consistent hitter is sitting on the bench in Connor Joe. Not really understanding why it is that you keep on sending, that Derek Shelton keeps on sending Rowdy Tellez out to first base. He's been a liability almost all season long, and I get it. You go back to Milwaukee, and maybe this is, of course, Tellez hit 35 home runs with the Brewers at one point. Maybe this is where he gets going, but Tellez is really a liability out there at this point. And when you have your best hitter sitting in favor of playing Rowdy Tellez, I just kind of question that move. And of course, also, more good news for the Pirates. We do see that O'Neal Cruz is starting to hit the ball extremely hard. So that's good. Things are starting to get a little bit better, but they still only put up 3 runs against Milwaukee yesterday. If you watch the Pirates-Milwaukee series over the years, as I have, you know that the Pirates have always had a difficult time in Milwaukee. I don't think it's going to be any different. We know what we're going to get from Martin Perez. We know we're going to get 5 innings of work. He's going to give up 3, maybe 4 earned runs, and give it over to the Pirates bullpen, which has been just really unreliable. The middle relief has been unreliable. Chapman comes out in the 8th. Sometimes he's great. Sometimes he is erratic. Sometimes he throws the ball over the catcher's head. And then David Bednar comes in the 9th, and he's got, he's 7 or 8 saves this year, but it's not the David Bednar of old. So a lot of issues with the Pirate pitching, which we thought was going to be a strength. I think Milwaukee's the better team here. Minus $1.37 is my play. And in game number 3, 2:10 Eastern Time, 9:25, 9:26. Washington Nationals against the Chicago White Sox. White Sox minus $1.38. Doesn't come off the tongue well. 7.5 over minus 20. Patrick Corbin against Garrett Crochet. Every time I see the White Sox as a favorite, which is not very often, I kind of have to blink a few times because they certainly have not been a favorite very much. And in fact, the only other time that they were a favorite this season was 5 days ago against the Cleveland Guardians. This is in that game, they won that game 6-3. So I had to go down the rabbit hole and say, okay, well, when was the last time not only was Chicago a favorite, but they were this big of a favorite? And then you'd have to go back to September 13th of last year against Kansas City, where they were a $1.30 favorite plus twice in that series. So it's been a little bit. Chicago is minus 18 units as a favorite over the last 3 seasons, but they have won 53% of those games, 81 and 73 as a favorite over the last 3 years. So I like Chicago in this game. I'm not worried about laying $1.38. I do suspect that the public is going to be on the underdog in this one. But I just feel, I've been in this business a long time, and I think that this feels like a trap. And really, when we're talking about Crochet, it might be one of these guys that you just don't know how good he is. He's allowed just 3 earned runs in his last 17 innings. That equates to a 1.59 ERA. He's been really good in lights out, which is why Chicago is that big of a favorite in this one. We're going to take the Sox minus $1.38. So that does it for your free plays for Wednesday. Go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get involved with one of my many available packages. I've prorated some packages. I got the season passes locked and loaded. Get any one of those passes, including the individual plays, for one low price. And of course, the 3 packs and the single games all come with the win guarantee. So here's our free play recap for Wednesday. We're going to take Baltimore minus $1.39, Milwaukee minus $1.37, and Chicago minus $1.38. There's some synergy in that. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch on a daily basis. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get another undefeated night with our free plays. Hope everybody was able to cash out on that. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for watching. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday.